For more information on Into the Odd and other works by Chris McDowell, please visit bastionland.com. And now, on with the show. Who sent you here?
Steve.
Yes, Steve.
Yep, his name was Steve. 100% Steve. No, his name, first name, 100%, last name, Steve.
Oh, I do not know a 100% Steve.
Maybe it was 100% Steven.
No,
Do
it
you
was
know
definitely just
100%
100% Steve.
100% Steam?
Steve, just Steve.
Do you know anybody with the
Steve.
last name
100%
who starts with a 100% and ends with something that sounds like Steve?
Steve.
I know a 100% Philip.
No.
Oh,
no,
wait, that
that's
was
not
him.
it.
No, that was him. I'm sorry.
okay.
It wasn't Steve. It was Philip. I apologize. Yes, you are right. It was 100% Philip.
See, it's that 100% thing that really drives it home.
It does.
You
it
two
does.
crazies just shut up.
Oh, I see. This is the man in charge.
Sir,
Yes.
may I ask you a question?
Did you not just ask me a question? I'm pretty sure you just asked me a question.
How many other people are in here?
As far as I knew, it was just me. But now, I count 4.
Are you a count?
Including Howard.
At that, Sharbo looks around. Like, there's 4 people? 4 more people in here? Looking for that, extra
Howard.
person.
It was Howard.
Oh my, I've never been in the presence of a count before.
No, I'm not a count.
Then what are you counting for?
He wasn't. He was...
No. Counting as a verb, not a noun.
But if you're not the noun, then why are you doing the verb?
There is a library, my dear, down the road. I believe they have some texts on modern language.
If you're not the noun, why are you doing the verb?
That's a really
really
dirty
good
language joke.
Lester turns around and goes across the hall to the first door on the right and opens it.
I'm sorry. Lester turns around and goes, what way?
Across the hall to the first door on the right and opens it.
He goes across the hall to the first door on the right and opens it. He finds himself back in the dining room.
No, he means like if he was walking down the hall, we went in the doors on the left, he's going to the ones on the right. Right, Chris?
Correct.
So while
Okay.
he's walking out of the room, can we continue our conversation while he's going over there?
Yeah.
What was he going to ask before? It really doesn't matter. We were talking about Philip. Yes, 100% Philip.
100% Philip. Yeah. Lester, you start heading down the hallway because there's no other doors in this area, and you see a door to your left, which looks like it leads into a ballroom, the same room that they're actually speaking in, just based off of the size from what you could see.
Okay. Yeah, he opens that door.
You open the door and find yourself in the ballroom roughly as far away as you walked from their conversation, but just through a different entrance.
Hello. I found another entrance.
Yeah, there's a different entrance. Yes, there you can actually see that there are 4 doors here. There are 2 there to the north, and there are one to the west, and 1 to the east.
I was actually trying to avoid this whole conversation, but here I am.
And here you are. And you are?
He's not a count.
Well, I wasn't counting on him being a count. That seems.
See, you're counting again. You are a count.
I see what you did there.
So, question is, do we actually know who sent us? I mean, in reality, because I just made up a name. That's why I was like, did you tell us who sent us?
He never gave you a name.
Yeah, so, okay.
Right, so the first name is 100%.
100%. Last name, Philip. He's a driver, actually.
A driver? 100%. The 100% Philip I know is not
Well, he's
a
actually
driver.
the head driver for the company that he works for.
The company that
Yes,
he works for.
100%. Philip's the head driver.
This is a completely different 100% Philip than I know.
Hey, Count, may I ask you a question again?
I don't need to count. I can count here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not understand why. Who is counting?
He's so good at this.
Why does it seem like everything here has been set up to keep things in?
That is a very good question. I had not considered this.
Of course not.
He wasn't counting on anybody asking that question.
I was not counting on anyone asking that question.
I don't count on him answering it.
You cannot count on my answer. Hmm?
Even if he does tell us an answer to it, we can't count on it being the truth.
Now, I will say, you were looking for something smaller than a baguette box.
Yes.
Or rope.
There were the curtains.
And I am looking for something smaller than a baguette box.
Right, but it's not your penis, is what we've determined.
Right. We have determined it is not penis in nature. Now,
Well,
We don't know this,
It's
actually.
not penis in nature. It's
that's a good
not
point.
your
That is a good
penis.
point. It could actually be a penis staff, part of what used to be a scepter. Now, here's the thing.
One-eyed wand.
How much did they say they would pay you for this?
How much did they say they would pay us for?
Oh, like an astronomical amount. It was like ridiculous how much they were going to pay us.
Did you tell us how much they were going to pay us?
They were going to pay you 1,500 guilders.
300 guilders.
1,500 guilders? I'm going to tell him 15 guilders.
Shut up, you crazy old fool.
15 guilders.
I think you said 15 guilders. How much did you say, ma'am?
300 guilders.
I don't believe you.
They said there would be extreme danger.
Well, there has been no danger.
And they send old people who are obviously expendable.
She's right. They did send quite old people.
They totally knew we would be dying.
I'm not old.
Yeah, but they don't like you.
That's a fair point.
Now, I will pay you 30 guilders if you find it for me instead.
All right, you matched him.
You imbeciles. It was 500 each.
Hey, shut your mouth, youngin'. They said 30,000 guilders. If you make 31,000 guilders, we will absolutely bring it to you.
I will pay you 31 guilders and not one more.
Oh, wait, hold on. Just 1 second. Hello? Yep. Oh, they just upped their offer to 1,500 guilders.
You're still talking to your hand.
That is your thumb and your pinky.
Yep.
Quit talking into your hands.
Yes, it's just this is platypus fear. Platypus fear. Here.
No, I am Platypus Fear.
No, I know. I'm telling them. I'm telling 100% Phillips, the head driver, that you are offering us 31 to try to double, and he just offered us 1,500.
Oh, he's talking into his fingers. To account.
Yeah. Oh, you are really? Seriously? That's strange. Has he ever actually met your mother? Do you think Phillips head driver's ever actually met your mother? Because he's saying some interesting things. Quite interesting.
Chester, is this man all right? Has he been recently released from the asylum?
It's Lester.
Hang up the finger phone.
Oh, Lester. I'm sorry, Winchester. Yes.
It was 500 each.
500 each.
Buy, sell, buy, sell. Yep, thank you. Thank you, Phillips. Thank you.
Charlotte will move in close and place her head on his shoulder and play with his chest. Oh, Mr. Count, do not listen to these crazy men that they've sent with me. It was 31,000, and I will bring you whatever you want.
Seduce him. Please try to seduce him.
No wonder my dad told me to stay out of this city.
Hush it, youngin'!
Why are you talking out loud? Those are thoughts you should have in your brain.
Give me a willpower save, Brian.
That is a 19 against my 15.
Unhand me, you old hag. Now, stand over there.
About time she gets some.
I was trying to get some if you would shut up, youngin'.
I will pay you 600 guilders each. If you decide to work for me instead of this 100% Phillips Magnavox man.
Head driver. He's the head driver.
Head driver. 100% Phillips head driver.
Right. Precise. The head driver.
Phillips.
Just now.
I can't believe it took me that long to get it.
Middle name is Screw.
Hero point. Hero point. They're not in this game, but you gotta guess one. The best underlaid dad joke I've ever heard. Yes. Thank you. Good night, everybody. That's where we end into the off. The whole thing was just a screwdriver joke.
Fucking shit. Oh my god. I'm gonna have so much trouble editing this. Oh shit.
We have played far too serious games for far too long. We are unleashed. This is getting bad quick.
Oh, fuck a duck. Man,
I've been playing that joke up for like 10 minutes now.
I wasn't
didn't
really...
get it either. I didn't get it either. It's not like I got it and he didn't.
I was just rolling with it. I'm like, yeah, sure, what? The head driver. I don't care.
Yeah,
What?
right. He's the driver.
Oh, fucking shit. Oh, God, that's funny.
Listen, you old farts. If this guy's going to pay us more, we should do it.
Well, I mean, I 100% trust Phillips. That's all I'm saying.
I had him up to 31,000 till you opened your mouth.
Well, he says this. Hold on, real quick. We would like to confer outside in the hallway.
Oh, but of course, yes. I will search more within this room and get back to me when you're ready.
Yes, smaller than a baguette.
You're a baguette, lady.
So I think we should step out in the hall, leave the door open so we can keep an eye on him while we talk. Right. And then, like...
Get into an NFL-style huddle with arms overlapping.
So what do you guys think?
And I keep peeking back at him.
Do you think we can trust this fellow, Platypus Fear?
How do we know he has some money?
Well, I mean, it is a quite wealthy family.
Because he's a count. Obviously, he's a count.
He's not a count.
He's counting. He's an accountant. There's something count about him.
Perhaps maybe an accountant, but he is definitely not a count.
Remove the O, lady.
Accountant is a count.
I don't know, but I definitely did not account for somebody trying to outbid our previous employer, Philip, so...
I don't even think his name was Philip. I think we're just making stuff up.
I think everything that comes out of your mouth is made up.
I mean, do you know what his name was?
Yes, 100%.
Philip, right, 100% Philip. That's my point. Jesus.
Head driver?
Well, he's the head driver. That's just a title. Like, hey, regardless.
Right, that's a job title. Oh my gosh.
But, I mean, all I'm saying is we could 100% trust Phillips, the head driver. I mean, he's the head driver. But, like,
Right,
This
100%.
gentleman, I guess he is a platypus fier. Do we have proof? Sir, do you have proof that you are actually a platypus fier?
You can see emblazoned on his armor there is a crest for his family.
Well, I mean, I could wear a crest for a family, but...
Right, but I mean, how many people have a crest of a platypus on fire on their armor?
It's fear.
Right, you say fier, but there's a literal platypus on fire on your chest.
You say fear, I say fire.
Stop Frenching it up.
All I'm saying is he may try to stab us in the back. You know, metaphorically, possibly, literally.
When he says that, I keep looking back over my shoulder so he doesn't stab me in the back.
You can see that he's just wandering around the room, looking at the walls and just inspecting this very large room. And he seems to be just almost...
Hopefully looking for something smaller than a baguette box.
Yeah, but he also looks like he's walking around appraising art. Like you would see somebody walking around an art museum. And he just has his hands behind his back, very nonchalant. And he's just looking around, inspecting the place.
Well, I mean, at the very least, if we don't kill this man, we might as well travel with him, and we could let him go first through doorways, if you know what I mean.
With respect, you old coots, why don't we find the item that's smaller than a bread box, or sorry, baguette box, and then we decide what to do with it?
Well, right, but I'm saying he's already here and also looking for it. So either we split up, take the chance of him finding it without us, or we stick by him, find it with him, and we have...
And kill him?
We'll deal with that problem when we come around to that. I don't know why we're going straight to kill him. I mean, we could at least negotiate, possibly.
It was just an option,
or make sure he pays us.
Wow, hasty.
I mean, we should at least get him to pay us before we kill him, obviously. But, I mean, I'd rather not just kill him. He might hire us again later. That's like literally biting the hand that feeds you.
The tiny Howard is also looking for him.
Well, he's looking for platypus fier.
He's looking for the Count.
Right, so we agree. We team up with Nick, correct? Nick Platypus Fier.
Why not?
Is he gonna stab me in the back?
Excuse me, sir, Platypus Fier. We accept your offer.
Yes. Oh, you accept my offer? Oh,
Yes, for 31,000.
delightful. No, ma'am. I believe I said I would pay 16,500.
You said 6 apiece.
600
That would be
each.
18. Yes, 1,800.
And I am showing some serious, ankle calf under my...
Are those cankles?
Hush it!
Then it's a deal.
Ain't can't resist me.
600 apiece.
All right, so
Now, I will continue here, looking around this room. Now, if you and your compatriots or look throughout the rest of the house.
I am a patriot.
No, come. You know what? It's fine. I understand. You're illiterate. I get it. You should go to my library. It's right down the road.
he's from the deep country.
Oh, yes, that explains it.
They don't have a library out there.
It's just chickens and fiddles. Yes. Now, if you continue to do a search throughout the rest of the house, should you find this stick smaller than a baguette that fits in a baguette box, bring it to me, and I shall pay you for it.
And we're still not talking about your
No, wait, hold on. Now, see, this does not make sense, because what if you find it and we aren't here?
Well, then if you don't find it, then I
but
found
we
it,
are
and why would I
helping you
pay? Why
find
would
it.
I pay you for finding it?
Because at this point, we are your employees, and we are being employed to help you find it. And if what we are doing is searching rooms where it isn't, while you end up accidentally stumbling upon a room where it is, then we have still helped you eliminate rooms that it is not. Which does help you.
The old man actually makes sense.
Right, and if it becomes us against you, There's no reason for me not to shoot you right in the flaming platypus.
Now, I would consider this as contract labor, right?
Precisely.
It is based upon performance alone. Now, if we...
I have performance issues sometimes.
I knew it!
Do the sheep complain?
Oh, that was a good one there, Count.
Now, if should we, as a collective, not find the scepter,
Told you he was
peace.
French, now we're all a we.
I will pay you the smallest increment I can think of.
600
100 each.
a piece. But 600 each is still the price we're agreeing upon for this contract.
1 guilder. 1 guilder apiece. No, that's too much. I will pay 1 guilder to all 3 of you. And you can split it among yourselves, however.
I
You
open
can take
fire!
the 1 guilder and stuff it up your brown eye.
Do you open fire?
No. Dang it.
It's up
But
to you,
I
Brian.
imagine it. I shoot him right in the platypus in my mind.
Okay. All right.
How's it count? He doesn't find me attractive, and now he's trying to cheapskate me.
Now, I'm not going to pay you for something I don't receive, right?
Well, I mean, obviously, if we don't find it,
Right, but I was propositioning for you things that you could receive, and you won't pay me for those either.
Put your kinkles away.
so everyone, let the actual people with business sense speak. So, what we're talking about is you are going to pay us for our labor, correct? And that amount is 600 apiece to help you find this. That is ultimately what we are talking about.
No, I will pay you 600 apiece should it result in finding the item. If you do not find the item, then I will pay you 1 guilder for your time.
See, now I don't trust you. I don't think you are even a platypus sphere.
I am the last remaining platypus sphere.
Well, then apparently no one taught you anything about morals or, keeping your word or how to treat employees.
I have kept my word to every employee I have ever had, owned.
Come on,
had.
Gramps. Come on, Gramps. Let's go look and find this stupid thing.
Why you guys are still arguing? Charlotte will slowly back out of the room,
Because this
And
man is a
go-
charlatan.
grab the curtains that we spoke of earlier.
No,
and
she's
come-
Charlotte.
Yes, but he is a charlatan.
And slowly creep up behind Platypus Fire and tie him up. He won't find nothing.
You
He's
get
all tied
halfway. You get halfway down the hallway when Platypus Fier walks up to Sharbo and slaps him in the face with the glove. How dare you, sir, call me a charlatan?
So a duel, this is. You've just challenged me to a duel, sir.
So be it. Swords or pistols?
My choice, pistols.
Idiots.
All right.
He challenged me to a duel. That's what that is.
That's really fucking funny. All right. So, now, do you have a second?
I'll sell you one for 600 guilders.
I do not require one. I was asking for your benefit to carry your dead body.
I'm just going to leave him here.
Oh, I won't need a second.
Very well.
Lester goes and sits down in one of the chairs. I want to watch this.
This is going to be amazing. So, Sir Nicodemus Platypus Fier walks to the other side of the ballroom and withdraws his pistol.
Okay. I already have my pistol out. I mean, I never
All
put
right.
it away, I guess.
Now, on the count of 3. 1,
I'll count. That's not fair. Count. Count shouldn't be counting. I'll count.
Very
On the
well.
count of 3.
I told you it was a count.
Charlotte, you make it to the foyer where the curtains were.
Foyer.
Now, fun thing. Chris. Or Lester, go ahead and continue to count.
Okay, idiots. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Shoots.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Roll damage.
All right. D6.
Yep.
2.
Okay. Yeah. Describe it. Your shot hits.
So, I mean, I guess I don't know what the outcome of it is. So I don't know how much I'm describing.
You hit him for 2.
So Sharbo's standing there. Yeah, but I don't know how much he has.
That's fair.
Yeah, like I don't know. Does he? I guess so. Sharbo like lines up. He's got his like hand back, the one hand back behind his back. He like standing sideways, like he's fucking dueling, right? Like with pistols, and just lines it up. Takes a shot. Doesn't quite hit him square in the chest, but kind of like clips him in the shoulder. I'm gonna assume.
Okay.
Based off the 2.
He fires, his pistol goes off at the same time, and it's just this massive whoom, and he does 4 points of damage to you.
Okay. My hit protection's 2, so that means it goes into strength. The extra 2.
Yeah, the extra 2 goes into strength. So reduce your strength by 2 and roll a strength save.
I mean, is that permanent, or should I just like mark it off to the side as like a temporary?
Just mark it off to the side, and then...
Okay. It was an 11, down by 2, so now it's a 9. I rolled an 8.
Oh, so it's not a critical. All right, all right.
You okay there, Gramps?
Okay. So you're both still standing. He draws his sword.
Yeah, I guess I draw my hatchet then.
Okay. You go first.
All right. I mean, I still have the pistol in hand, just so you know. So
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not a single shot, right?
His is.
Okay, mine is not. That's his fucking problem. I'm gonna as I start moving towards him, because I'm assuming he's coming at me with the sword.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
coming
take another
towards you
shot
with
with the pistol before
Okay.
he gets. Yeah,
Okay.
like as I start moving towards him. Another 2.
All
I
right.
wish I had popcorn.
So it goes ping, and it like hits his armor, and you can see his armor's denting where you're hitting him, but it's not quite making it all the way through. All right. So then he moves up and gets close to you and slashes at you with his sword. And does 3 damage.
All right, well that's straight. Is that straight to strength?
Straight to
then?
strength. If your
All right,
HP is
so-
gone. Yeah.
I'm down to 6 now.
All right. Now roll a strength save.
It's a fail.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. You are critically wounded, which means a character that takes critical damage is unable to take further action until they are tended to by an ally and have a short rest.
So he basically comes up and runs me through with his sword.
Yeah, he comes rushing up to you and just like right through your gut with this sword and pulls it out.
Never would happen if I stole my armor. It's just a flesh wound.
That ended about how I expected it to.
Now, Chester, I believe I said I would pay you 600 apiece. The offer still stands.
That's great. Let me tend to the old man first.
This is a fair duel.
I'm just going to patch him up so he doesn't die.
He shall lay there and bleed like the scoundrel he is, calling me a charlatan.
You are a charlatan.
I think not, Count.
He stabs you again as you lay there bleeding.
Not dead yet.
Did somebody say Charlotte?
Charlotte, you hear 3 gunshots go off to the south of you, and it's just, you hear boom, whoom, boom. And what do?
I continue to gather drapery. That's what I was doing.
Okay, so just like going through this foyer, gathering up all this drapery while this
Not
pit
all of it.
traps
I
in
just
the
need
middle.
enough to tie up the count.
Sure. Okay, all right. Lester, back at you. What are you doing?
Stan stands up and grabs an arrow and knocks it.
Okay.
Count, allow me to tend to him, please.
This man shall die here in this dirt as he is intended to.
If you don't let me tend to him, I'm going to put an arrow in you.
He starts moving towards you.
Fires an arrow.
Okay, fire the arrow.
And is that going to be Dex?
No, it's just damage.
Okay.
There's no attack rolls.
Okay, so D6. 5.
5. Ooh, goodness gracious. All right. You fire your arrow and it goes thunk right into his chest and it goes through his armor, but you see he's still up and moving forward. And then he goes to slash at you with his sword. With a 2.
Okay, I've got 4 hit protection, so that takes it down to 2.
Yep, your hit protection goes down to 2. Charlotte, what do you do? You've gathered up at least one 14-foot high curtain.
All right, well then I will start heading back to the ballroom where everybody seems to be showing that they have things smaller than a baguette box.
Okay, so you gather up this curtain and get halfway down the hallway. Lester, your turn. He is right up on you.
Can I take a step back and fire another arrow?
Yeah, you can move and do a thing. Yeah.
Yep, so he'll back away from him, knock another arrow, and let loose.
Okay.
Aiming for unprotected part, but I know that's more fluff. 4.
4. All right. Oh, okay. So you hit him in the chest again and it punctures through the armor and it goes on to the right side and you have the other arrow sticking out of his left side and he slashes at you again with his sword. For 3.
Okay, now I'm at 11 strength.
Okay, at 11 strength, now roll a strength save and you need to be under 11 or else you're critically wounded.
A 20.
I told you this would happen.
A
All of a
20.
sudden, roll 20 is on his side.
An 18, a 19, and a 20.
Yeah, a 20 is always a failure. It's always a failure. So he walks up to you and just slashes you once across your chest and then back down across your chest again. And it's creating like this X shape and he just skewers you through the gut and you just fall down. Charlotte, what do? It's your turn. You make it to the ballroom. So that's your move action. You're standing in the doorway of the ballroom holding these curtains. What do?
Looks like you didn't do much better either.
X marks the spot.
Charlotte drapes the curtains over her shoulders and lets them hang down long. And she remembers the song of her late husband, Herbert, or Hubie, as she so endearingly remembers him. And she starts humming Dream a Little Dream by Doris Day as she slowly dances towards the Count.
He didn't count on that happening.
Basically saying, I don't need these two. I just need you, Count.
Holy shit. All right, give me a will save.
All right. That is a 6 out of 15.
A 6 out of 15. All right. All right. Ma'am, although I am severely wounded, you are very fetching in your, new attire. You look very much like a Miss Scarlett I once knew.
The cankles worked. Oh.
I believe it's a curtain dress.
I believe the curtain dress, it's very alluring with the fluffy frills and shoulder pads that you have. It's very lovely. Now, what, pray tell, was it? Oh, God. Good Lord. I believe I need to put this off to another day. I will go to the hospital. Oh, would you mind fetching an ambulance, ma'am? That would be most delightful of you.
I know a good head driver.
Oh, yes, it's 100% Philip who will come and get you.
100%.
100%.
100%.
And this 100% Philip, the head driver, and I shall have a long and drawn-out conversation about recompensation.
Right.
Perhaps the two of you should go into business together and we could all be employees of yours.
Bleeding. Charlotte, bleeding.
Okay, hold on. Charlotte will reach down and take Sharbo's finger phones to call Philip 100%. Philip 100% needs to come here and
That's
help
the wrong
out.
number. No, that's the wrong number. You have to dial 5 first. You have to hit 5.
Sorry, I didn't know I needed to dial out on these finger phones.
And then 555
555
762
762
8322.
83. That's too many numbers.
No, it's not. I said 3 numbers, 4 numbers. That is the correct number of numbers.
Right,
except for
but
the
do
5 that you have to dial beforehand to
But there
call
was a
out.
5 at the beginning.
That's my point. You have to dial a 5 ahead of time. That was the point. That's like to call out.
Okay.
It's an outside
But
line.
Do I
Good
say
God.
5? Is it 5
you-
and then 1?
5,
or 5
3
and then
fives,
the other numbers?
762 5832. I don't understand why this is so complicated.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, stop yelling.
Good God, woman. Just call Philip.
Stop yelling.
100%. Call him.
You're going to bleed out before you tell me how to do this. Hold on.
Even dying, you bicker.
Hush it, youngin.
Just give me the phone. Yes, Philip. Yes. We need an
No,
ambulance.
100% Philip. We
But-
need an ambulance. He has to drive the ambulance.
Yes, 100%. We need your best driver. That would be you. The head driver. Thank
Flaming
you.
Platypus Count is dying. And he has all the monies.
You look around, and he's no longer in the room.
Oh, well, that'll work out. There for a second, I thought it was curtains for all of us. But it turns out that was just me.
Oh, that's bad.
Would you hang me with that curtain?
What do I roll to hang him with the curtains?
Damage.
Just damage.
Just damage. We call it 1d4.
That's a 4.
Oh, man.
All right, so your two compatriots are laying on the ground and unable to take further action, including speaking.
Told you I was a patriot.
And
I open fire.
Sir Platypus Fier has left the room.
Slept the building.
Did I see which way he went?
You didn't. You didn't, actually.
Oh, rats.
You were busy checking on Charlotte. Sharbo.
Well, I mean, my mother always told me I should have married a count, but instead I married Herbert, the adventurer. And here we are. So, I guess I will try and get these two, men who are working with equipment smaller than a bread box because they had something to prove. up off the ground.
That also includes your platypus fear, by the way.
He's gone. Why are we still... That's ancient history. My beauty stunned him and he ran.
Yeah, that was it.
I can let you die.
Unable to take further action.
I can leave you here to die. Like a robot dog.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, like a dog. Of the robot
It's definitely
variety.
not a robot.
Or a dog who may have ingested irradiated meat.
Oh, poor Olaf.
You don't have the best of luck when it comes to dog things.
This is true.
Anyway, these two fools, how do I get them up? I need them so that I can find the magical item.
You can attend to them. So attending to them within an hour is fine.
And then we need a rest.
And then a short rest, which is like a few minutes and a swig of water. So your strength will remain where it is, but you can regain your HP.
My strength is quite bad. I'm feeling quite weak right now.
You do always have the option of returning to the town, returning to Bastion, and healing up with a full rest.
That's like a...
Nah, because I'm pretty sure Platypus Fear is looking around, so Sharbo would not want to do that.
All right, so you are in the ballroom.
Which is
Sir
a room
Nicodemus
full of balls.
Platypus Fier has left the ballroom. There are 2 doors to your north, 1 to your east, and 1 to your west. What are you guys going to do? And at this point, your strength has not returned yet, but your HP has. So your
Okay.
HP is at full, but your strength is where it was reduced to.
Well, can we assume that the door to the north goes back into the dining room? Or the doors to the north go into the dining room that was... Because we came south down the hall, right?
They go into the hallway, which goes to either east or west.
Wait a second, didn't Lester, didn't he go through one of the doors already?
He can't. Yeah, he went down the hallway and went back into one of the doors.
And said hello.
Yeah.
And then almost died from being a dick.
Were there doors on the other side of the hallway, or was that
did.
just...
There are not. It's just a wall.
Okay, all right. So doors here. So other than the 2 we came in, the other 2 doors go what direction?
To the east and the west.
Flip a coin. I'm going to roll a D3 or D6, whatever. East is low. East.
All right.
We head east.
Okay. So you pass through the door and you come out into a large hallway. To your north, you can see that's where the dining room was, where you came from. And it looks like there's a dead-end hallway to your right, to the south. And then to your east, there looks like there's another door over that way.
Let's see where the one to the west goes before we head out that way. Does that sound good?
The dead end
I
hallway?
agree. Let's take a peek.
No, the one from this room. Let's go look through that door real quick before we start going down the dead end hallway to the other door.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe we'll find the count.
All right, so we got to check the other door then.
Okay, yeah. So you check the other door and you see the hallway, and there it's the large hallway again. To the north, you can see 2 doors from where you're at, and directly across from you to the west is another door and a dead-end hallway to your south.
So 3 doors through this way, 1 door through the other way.
I really wish we had a count. He could go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
And you can count the doors for us, yes.
Right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and then we would know which way to go. That rhymes, so it must be true.
Wait, hold on. Oh, yes, count. Yes. Of course. Yep. All right. Not a problem. Yep. He said we should go back to the other door and check that one,
Your
then come back
fingerphone
here.
doesn't actually talk to people.
It does talk to people. I don't understand. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, oh, no, I understand. No need to apologize. Thank you. Yeah. You guys ready to check the other door?
Which one did he say?
I think I'm losing my mind.
The other one through the other door, in the other dead-end hallway where there's one door, then we'll come back here and check these 3 doors.
Okay, so we're going to go 1 door and then come back and do the 3 doors.
Yes. See, this is all the Count would do anyway, so, same.
Well, we still have to beat him to the punch, because otherwise we don't get paid.
Right, so that's why we're having this conversation while we walk across the room instead of just standing here like buffoons.
Right.
Okay, so you guys walk across the room.
Well, I kind of more strut and billow with my new kittens. I'm in a ballroom with my beautiful kittens.
All right, so you go to the other door on the dead-end hallway
Okay.
to the east.
Yep. And you get to the door, and you can see there's a small label on front of it, on the door that just says kitchen. What do you do?
I open the door.
I'm a little pissed that we didn't see that sign beforehand. I would have said, let's go the other way.
It's a really small sign that you couldn't see from the hallway from where you were.
Yeah. Like we were looking at, we
Well,
saw the door from the side. And
Even
see
up
the sign.
close,
Yeah.
I'm having trouble seeing that tiny writing through my bifocals. Who the hell's this sign for?
Told you were an old
I
bat.
know who it's for. It's for that Howard, that tiny little bastard. He's got tiny little eyes and sees tiny little print. It's all tiny.
All right.
So I open the
Fucking
door
Howard.
to the kitchen.
So you open up the door.
Is there a baguette box in the kitchen?
I'm getting there. Hold on, Lester. So you open up the door into the kitchen, and it's a fairly large kitchen for this, I want to say mansion house, but that's not really the right word I'm looking for. But it's this large mansion. So it looks like it would be staffed by a large staff, but it also hasn't been used in a long time. And as soon as you walk in, Sharbo, you see this large, very large ball of flesh floating there above the ground, and it has these tentacles coming off of it with noses attached to the ends of it. And you see the refrigerator is open, and it's got its face inside the refrigerator, and you hear nom, 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 and it just pulls up out of the corner, out of the refrigerator as it hears you. As it it smells you, and you see it turn in your direction, and just as you're about to close the door, you see this giant nose on the front of it, and you close the door.
Yeah, I closed the door. Click, click. Nothing in there. Let's go the other way.
All right, let's go back across the ballroom.
We start going back the other way.
And I am still twirling and spinning my way across the ballroom.
Quickly.
Oh, okay.
Twirl quickly.
No, it was empty.
Are you guys heading back to the ballroom?
It messes with my vertigo if I twirl too fast.
Okay.
The whole time Sharbo's walking by, he's just looking over his shoulder.
Okay. As soon as you get to the doorway of the ballroom, the kitchen door bursts open, and you hear and you see it come out, and it's headed your direction.
Twirl quicker.
Thank you, Jeremy, for this game.
It's so silly, right?
I have needed silly for a minute now. This
Me
is
too.
amazing.
Me too. Yeah, I really haven't laughed this hard since we stopped doing Encore, honestly.
Yeah.
Encore's
My-
so fucking ridiculous.
My face hurts from just the whole thing.
Oh, God. It took a more ridiculous turn than I thought it was going to. It went really far into Monty Python. Like, it's like deep in Monty Python.
I really kind of had a feeling we were going to end up there once Adam was like, wait till you see my character. I was like, oh, we're going way off in the weeds now.
Well, it was the character sheet. Like, I already had the character sheet, the name, the concept. I was like, done. I know who this guy is. I don't care what his stat block is or what stuff he has. It does not matter.
Yes. Oh, no,
Like,
that's where I was at.
Who the guy is.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I came up with Charlotte Bloomer, it was like, oh, no, this is what we're doing.
Yep. Oh, Brian, Sharbo is an anagram. Sharbo Tuckis. Did I tell you this already?
No.
Sharbo Tuckis is an anagram for or but this isn't his real name because he actually lost his name legally and he's not allowed to use his real name anymore. So he's going by Sharbo
because
Tuckis.
the original people who allowed him to have his name took his name from him.
Right, exactly. He lost it in court. It's quite embarrassing.
That is awful.
He wears an eye patch. I never got around to. Yeah, I guess we did. We talked about it, but yeah, he's got an eye patch.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about character descriptions. We just kind of like
Brushed it off. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked about how each of you knew each other. Apparently, Charlotte was a barista.
Yeah. Well, I mean, according to Sharbo, whether that's true or not.
Sharbo, yeah.
Which is more than likely he came to my house, had coffee with my husband.
Probably. Actually, if you knew this character, that's probably what happened.
That's probably right.
That's like, in my head, it was like, she's not really a barista. She was just somewhere with coffee. And he was like, yes, I would love a cup of coffee.
No. She was just holding a cup of her own coffee, and he just takes it from her.
Sits down on
like
her porch.
It's his.
It's at her table. It's like, thank you very much. That's exactly what I was going to order. How did you know?
I love this game so much already.
Oh.
And your boyfriend ran off with my arrows.
He's still got arrows. Wait, how many arrows did you shoot into him?
Everybody out there.
2.
2? Oh, no.
2.
I mean, at least you still have the
2.
bow. You could hit somebody with it. Or trip someone with it. Or
I got 2 arrows left.
Or take the string off of it and hang yourself with it.
That may be an option.
I mean, there's still the curtains.
That is a fine dress, and you will not have my curtains.
No, the other ones. Not that one. That is a lovely dress.
It's Miss
All right, well, then he
Scarlet.
needs to go get his own curtains from the front.
Frankly, my dear Charlotte, I don't give a damn.
We know.